12b. This is very similar to the last problem we did, 12a. Gabriel operates a riverboat and frequently offers tours of the river. Typically, the tour lasts for 3.25 hours. The riverboat usually takes 2 hours to make the 25-mile trip upstream from the dock and 1.25 hours to make the 25-mile return trip downstream. Gabriel is considering offering a shorter tour that will last 2.5 hours and travel only 20 miles upstream before returning. Will the shorter tour be possible if the riverboat travels at the same speed as it does in the 3.25-hour tour? Show your steps and justify your answer. Okay, so we're going to be working with this formula again, that speed is equal to distance over time. So for the old trip, or let's call it the long trip, here's where we're going to find out what the speed of the riverboat is. So upstream, the riverboat travels 25 miles in 2 hours, giving it a speed of 12.5 miles per hour. Downstream, we have the same 25 miles, but now it only takes 1.25 hours, which would give us a speed of 20 miles per hour. So that's for the long trip that we already know about. For the shorter trip that he wants to offer, we're going to use these same speeds. He's shortening the trip to 20 miles, so now we're going to use this same formula, speed equals distance over time, but we want to know about the time. So if you were to rearrange this formula to isolate the time, you'd multiply both sides by time and then divide both sides by speed. You'd get time is equal to distance over speed. So now for the short trip, upstream 20 miles divided by 12.5 miles per hour gives us 1.6 hours. And downstream, we have the 20 miles, but the riverboat is going to be traveling 20 miles per hour. So this is 1 hour. So this leads us to the total time of 2.6 hours. Okay, so that's how long the shorter trip would take. If we go back to the question, it said that he wanted to offer a 2.5-hour tour, and this is 2.6 hours, so it's close. It's close to 2.5 hours, but not quite. So in terms of my justification, my answer is no. No. The shorter trip will take longer than 2.5 hours. It will take hours. So on the business side, this is kind of a judgment call. Would you advertise a 2.5 hour tour that is really going to take you 2.6 hours? Or is there some way to get the riverboat to go a little bit faster so it can be a 2.5 hour tour? Or maybe cutting the distance from, say, 20 miles a little bit to, say, 19 miles. So that would be kind of a judgment call to make on the business end. But just from pure calculations, it's a bit longer than the 2.5 hours that Gabriel wanted it to be.